Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
So possession goes over here on the punt. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it's Stafford.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So out come the Raiders. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
When I look back at the stats from last week's game, I thought it was a typo. That was a misprint. It's one thing to hold someone under 100 yards in a game. That's phenomenal. Under 50? Absolutely exceptional.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I want to give the big guys some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Able to spin free. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Stafford now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Williams. A second broken tackle. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield. Marr able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
That was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Stafford on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And this is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
40 got.
On first and 10, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Now, he's having a nice little first half here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. There's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 44, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Carr. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Snead's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They run it again with Kamara.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll go again here with Mack. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, blitz coming, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford. Open man is Michael Thomas. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Carr. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run it again with Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. He finds Hopkins complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tight right. 4 down. Alert. Watch two.
Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, get set.
Toss play, Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The busy night continues for Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Five.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The open man here, Renfro. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Throwing now is Carr. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Jim,
Again, it's Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about